fix that you can't go without. Welcome back to the studio, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Did you have any thoughts of that movie? Or
I liked the second kill, actually, the one where it was on Lost World and he hit him through the gap of the bridge, and then the second one was just like a prediction rocket onto the guy strafing over. That was pretty sexy.
Cooler does do sexy things. He's a sexy man.
I've seen the photos.
Yeah, the photos. Man, if we ever get Cooler over here, we're just gonna take so many photos.
Well, imagine if aliens ever actually did come to Earth when, like, you know, human civilization's been destroyed, and they just look through like all the computer data, and then they find ES reality, and they'll assume Cooler was some sort of local deity.
Yeah.
Maybe some sort of fertility god. And then they'll just, everything will be about Cooler everywhere.
So what would Jamero be? Like a priest?
Just a priest of the heathen who should be killed and purged from the land.
Oh my god. Cooler's even connected to the server. Oh man. It's such a shame he's not playing. I wonder why he's not playing. God damn it, Cooler. Because actually, like, if Cooler played today, he would have been able to be the second person to ever win 3 FACEIT Sunday Cups in a row. Evil is the first one. But they're actually picking the maps right now, and let's have a look and see what's going on there. Okay, so we have Hectic and Toxicity removed. We have Aerowalk picked by Cypher, which is cool because we haven't seen Aerowalk today, and it's going to be nice to see some Aerowalk action, some fast-paced action. And then we have Bloodrun as well, and then Lost World. So
I don't think this is really Cooler, to be fair, mate.
I think Cooler's watching as well because he's just like spamming. Yeah, you can see it.
Cooler wouldn't spam your name like that.
No, really? I don't know.
It doesn't seem likely to me. It's an imposter, I think. And plus, he called Mouse Cooler. He hasn't even been a mouse for 2 years. Yeah.
We should interview him now through QUAKE. How's your day being, Cooler? Let's see if he responds on the QUAKE, because you guys can't see that he's typing in the QUAKE server. But yeah, so do you have any predictions for this? Our prediction looked terrible, then it got really good. So let's carry this on. Can we keep the good predictions rolling?
Yeah. What are the maps then? We've got Aerowalk, ZTN, DM6.
Bloodrun. No, sorry, Lost World. Lost World. Yeah, Aerowalk, Bloodrun, Lost World.
Aerowalk, Bloodrun.
Okay, Aerowalk, Bloodrun, Lost World. Okay, I'm going to say...
And T7, okay.
I'm going to say 3-1 for me.
I'm going to go with 3-0 for Cypher, actually.
3-0 for Cypher? I was going 3-1 for Cypher. So let's see how this goes. Can someone at least take a map from Cypher? That's the question.
I mean, obviously, yeah. I think it's doable, but I think with these maps, I think it's pretty decent for Cypher to win.
Yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily mean 3-0 means like he owns him completely. It could be 3 close maps. I mean, some of these maps, Evil has a good chance on as well. But I think just overwhelmingly, Cypher's got the advantage, I think.
And then we're going to have Furious Heights. Is that right? Yeah, okay. So we have a really good... I really like that we have Aerowalk, because we haven't seen one today, and Cypher has a great reputation on Aerowalk for being just great out of control, and he's such an exciting guy to watch on this map. And Evil's fighting abilities seem really on today too, so really looking forward to this. And the 3-1's prediction for me, 3-0 for you, for Cypher. And I feel like I just don't want to see. I don't want to say anything anymore. I just want to see. I want to see what's actually going to happen here. So let them know we're ready to go, and we'll just wait for them to ready up. And is there anything you wanna talk about as far as, like, you know, you talked about the demeanor of some players, and we've spoken about, okay, the game's getting underway. Before I could ask some awesome, amazing questions to you, the game's getting underway between Cypher and Evil, the grand final of the 3rd Spring Season QUAKE Live Cup here, brought to you by FACEIT. And right off the start, we have Cypher to go, and he's got, of course, a shotgun and a railgun. So what is he going to do with that? He's like the MacGyver of QUAKE. What can he do with these things? He's got 71 points of armor. We've got the red and the mega spawning in close proximity to one another. So it's interesting to see how the posturing, the positioning goes. Right now, Cypher is kind of in a quite defensive posturing at the moment, slowly making his way around the back to red. Finally, okay, he's like, okay, I won the red positioning, I got myself a lightning gun, pushes his way up to the red. Evil decides to go for the mega instead, and here we go, the mega's up. Oh, he's gonna get, Evil manages to get it, and Cypher gets pushed off, so Cypher actually coming off way more poorly in this opening situation. Oh, but he gets the rail at least. What do you make of that opening, like mega engagement?
I mean, it looked from the way Cypher was coming forward like he was going to make it, but Evil actually kind of chanced it and just pushed straight forwards onto it. And obviously, the second he got it, Cypher knew, like, I've lost that battle.
Yeah. And here we go. We got red taken by Evil. So Evil's in such a great spot to get the frag and start building the momentum into this game to start getting himself like just really just on the scoreboard at the moment. There is Evil though, spamming those rockets, not able to quite make things happen just yet, but look at that, catches Cypher, but then he drops and Cypher catches him. So it's just so even, these exchanges of damage, and Cypher managing to just be a little bit worse off, but he makes a rocket jump across, evening things up, and look at that. They're both dealing so much damage. These guys are crazy. As now
spawn.
But Cypher manages to survive nonetheless, and Evil doesn't take the yellow away from Cypher, so that's going to be another victory for Cypher. And from the start, it really feels like Cypher had no right to be able to get a 2-0 scoreline going for himself in the opening moments of this game. But Evil comes up the stairs for the challenge, and he just cuts him down. And 11 points of health left. He's so screwed. 1 point of health left. He's screaming, and he's finished.
Oh, look at the timing for Cypher to just walk over that ML.
And Cypher there is going to be challenged by Evil as Evil pulls out the lightning gun again. We know that Evil loves to be aggressive, and he has the fighting skills to do it. Oh, it catches him straight in the air there. Just the levitation.
His spawns really haven't been very lucky so far.
But it is Airwalk, so that's the thing, I suppose. I guess you can always delay your spawns to make it more difficult, break that flow for the spam on the spawns. But still, Cypher's doing a great job, and Evil is definitely not deterred. It's early days so far in this grand final. It's the first map, it's the first 3 minutes. The Mega's up on the spot, and Evil misses the jump. Can he get it though? Cypher puts down a little bit of damage and runs away. Puts down a little bit of damage and backs off, and then takes the fight on the health points. So smart from Cypher to do that. And here we go. Now he's trying to find an angle onto his opponent.
What a strange angle that was.
I love it, yeah. Great stuff there. Display of skill from Cypher as he really takes control.
And he hits a long-range prediction rocket right onto him.
And right now, Mega's in contention, and the nice little bounce there into a railgun combination there from Evil as he makes quick work of the Belarusian, but Cypher will pick up that red armor and get himself an LG and a rail. So he's got a great amount of tools to work with. He's got the armor, but he doesn't have the ability to really fight when Evil's using the pillar like that, so he has to back away, and Evil's doing a great job in keeping himself alive so far. And Cypher is got to be careful, because now Evil's starting to get himself back on the map with that great rail through the little window there.
And both players, I mean, are showing no hesitancy and just being like aggressive, pushing right into the other guy. And it's not until they know like for sure they're going to lose this fight, that's sometimes when they pull back.
And here we go, Cypher is trying to get his way onto this Mega. He does it! What a jump straight onto the Mega, and the vertical rail through the teleporter. Just throws his mouse down as he just nails Evil there with the vertical rail, and up the stairs he goes. Evil though is being really annoying with the rockets. It's so hard to deal with. 40 points of health. Evil manages just to make it happen with 10 points of health remaining.
Oh, wasn't it? It looked like Cypher was just picking his shot to finish it, and then actually the annoying rockets just doing damage over and over.
And you know, like, there's even a thunderstorm going on in Milan right now. To see the battle of these two titans as they come to clash together. It is recognized in the state of the weather in Milan here, as Evil comes straight onto Cypher once again with the rockets, and he's actually got a really nice stack right now. These frags have been pretty clean, and this is dangerous, always dangerous. Oh, but Cypher goes for the steal.
Too early.
That would have been such a
would have been a pretty clutch move, because even if he had died, he then denies the armor for a little while. So
yeah, he can basically rush Evil down after that, and but that's not the case. Evil manages to just
one defensive rail there.
Mega coming up. So Evil's in the best position here. Mega coming up. He's got the opportunity to deal damage or go aggressive. As he goes aggressive, I mean, it's Evil, I suppose.
29 health.
And here you go. There's the Mega up on the spot. Oh, the shotgun from Cypher is immaculate as he manages to just pin his opponent, or just rather push him back through the air and just gun him down. Cypher winning that Mega health, winning the frag, and turning the momentum straight around out of nothing. And Cypher right now, rocket jump up this time. Oh, he misses it up this time. And there we go. Oh, but he gets that clutch rail as just a pixel perfect. And there was no margin for error.
I mean, because he hit the other one beforehand, he thought, I may as well go for it anyway with the health I have. And he manages to hit him just as he's about to hit on the jump pad, well, the armor area.
And this is why Airwalk can be such an intense, exciting map to watch even after all these years. Cypher just displaying some masterclass with all of the weapons that he chooses to use. But Evil is in kind, managing to keep up. And here he comes aggressively straight into Cypher, showing no fear. But Cypher will show that he has only 5 points of health left, and Evil knows it. There is the follow-up from the Russian as he tries to make his way back into this game. Every single item 25 seconds away. The grenades are dangerous. The rail comes out as well, and Cypher, out of nothing, equalizes the stacks. 62 health for Evil now, though, as he manages to barely survive, and this leaves all the opportunities in the world for Cypher. But Cypher misses. He messes everything up, and now Evil gets a chance at the Mega, and this should be Cypher's Mega, 100%. But Evil gets it, and it's a trade.
Yeah, what a bizarre fight that was.
Who gets the better spawn? That's the question.
I mean, you got the sense neither player there actually knew who was in the advantage in that situation, the way they pushing forwards, pulling back. Now Cypher just waiting outside this teleport exit.
And he's coming in now onto Evil's territory. Evil dropping out. Evil is leaving the house. And Cypher takes position here. Comes up the stairs aggressively now. And that's going to be a frag for Cypher as he backs his way onto the 25s, which will help him mid-fight. Great connection off the spawn. Evil going to fall victim to the rockets. He is still just rolling now. Just unrelenting. Just the action is so back and forth between these two, and at any moment one of them or one or the other could get like 3 or 4 frags in succession. Evil there, look, so dangerous, could have just connected to the second rail, but no, not the case there. He's going to come through aggressively. He knows he's going to be aggressive. There's not, I mean, it's really the best way to use his skills against Cypher.
Oh no, I mean, he is one of the few players who actually can match Cypher in terms of raw fighting skills, so that's what he's trying to do, engage in these battles, but Cypher's just had that little extra edge each time.
And here is Evil, gets the Mega Steal, but look at the positioning from Cypher.
That was really bad fighting, actually. Cypher really didn't take a whole lot of damage.
Yep, perfect engagement for him with the LG in the mid-range.
And now this could be where he just pushes the game-winning gap open now.
Yep, it definitely looks like that. There's a 5 frag separation, that's the biggest I think, right? Oh no, there was I think 5 frags at the start, but definitely it's looking great for him. But Evil with 6 points of health is fighting back.
2 rails in a row with no answer, 3 now.
He gets it on the pixel in the corner there, and he goes through the teleport, then gets taken down by Cypher off the spawn. Mega's coming up. Evil has to be there. He absolutely has to be there. Oh no, he's going to just leave it up. He hits the rail to Cypher. He gets the Mega. Thankfully for him, Cypher had an opportunity there to steal it. He didn't realize, and there, the rail coming in from Evil there. Just get that frag.
How much time does he really have here? Because I mean, 6 frags to make up there. There's still time, but then again, he hasn't really got a good engagement here.
And Evil can do this. I know it to be true. The Russian powerhouse has done many incredible things. This could just add to that list, but he just misses that vertical rail there. Great bit of what an angle from Cypher, makes it really hard for Evil to even just consider responding.
And he can't even rush up there.
Cypher's just
now he's getting really low on time.
Cypher's just beating him back at every turn before Evil even decides.
See, Cypher isn't even going for the Mega here. He's just trying to bait him into this corner.
It's like Cypher knows what he's going to do before he does, and is already there ready with a response. And Evil, he hasn't been able to do anything. Cypher's just on him all the time. Just every time Evil's about to move, Cypher's there with a rocket. He's there with some LG. He's there with an angle, and Evil he just can't take things into his own hands.
Because of the gap in score, every time Cypher actually takes a hit, he just backs off. He doesn't allow the kill to take place.
And as you said, Cypher's killed so much time right now. 30 seconds left. It's not going to happen. And Cypher has managed to successfully defend this lead on Airwalk, the first map between these two great players. And there we go, 21-13, the final score of this the first map of this grand final, Airwalk. So that's a nice way to start this one off. Both players at least like getting to run around on Airwalk, warm themselves up aim-wise, get their fighting up there, and it just definitely seemed like they both had some great fighting skills going into this. They're both very warm. So now we're going to start moving on to slower maps. So that's going to be very interesting because Evil doesn't really place necessarily slower maps slower. He can, but often he doesn't. So we'll see.
I mean, now it's very dangerous because he's playing Bloodrun versus Cypher, who's, you see his fighting skills are a little bit better than Evil's right now, and if Cypher can take this map, then he's in prime position to just sweep the series, you know. And so this is actually going to be one of the tougher maps, I think, for Evil to win. So yeah. This is the map you'd pick Cypher. I think out of the maps that we've seen in this pool here, Bloodrun and Lost World are the two most dangerous for Evil, I think, versus Cypher.
Bloodrun. Okay, well, we shall see if your prediction remains true. Cypher versus Evil, the second map here. Cypher has already one map up in this grand final.
And he gets the RA spawn.
So let's see how these things progress. Typically,
heading for his beloved rocket launcher, rather.
Typically, you'd expect the players to converge over the second red armor spawn, but it's not always the case, as they may decide to try and mix things up. Let's see, Cypher has no weapons. He's only got a rocket launcher right now. He has no lightning gun, he's got no rail, but he's going to take this fight. He's got the pillars to work with.
Oh, what a great rocket jump that was. And somehow escapes with 16 health. He really had no right to actually get out of that alive and take the armor, you know.
Oh,
should have been one or the other.
Evil. Really great interception with the rail. And indeed, it was such a great play. And Cypher even recognizing the Evil and just stopping the type. Nice one. Because he knows that that was a really solid shot. Evil came through the teleporter, flicked around, and managed to just nail him around the corner. And so now Evil is one frag up, even though we saw, as you said, a really great plays from Cypher. Risky plays, really risky plays, but it is Cypher. He knows that he can pull that stuff off. And here we go. Evil picks up the red. It's a minute in this one now. 160, 560 for Evil on the stack. And that's a very menacing stack to have. Yellow's up there. Cypher's going to sweep that one up. So Cypher's actually building up pretty well. If he can get a good opening engagement, a good opening rocket or something, or maybe a rail for free, he's going to be looking at an even situation. But Evil's actually going to land all the damage, and Cypher has to hastily retreat as he does get. He just has his opponent bearing down on him with the lightning gun there. More damage coming out from Evil as at every turn he tries to pressure. And look at the rocket direct.
Yeah, almost immediately nullifies the red armor there by hitting it as he just landed on it. So it should be fairly even now.
Oh, Evil could get caught out here, but Cypher has not got the health and armor to push in. He committed there. He would surely die, but it was a nice potential opportunity. He did get some damage out of it. Mega's coming up at the same time as Red. Evil's going to drop for it, and there we go. Here Cypher's just going to get taken down. He has not the health to weather the storm that is Evil, as he manages to just again destroy Cypher off the spawn. 3-0 up now. Evil going to rocket jump up to the red. This is Evil's favorite map in Quake. Can he manage to topple Cypher here? Evil is waiting.
Trying to be a little bit sneaky here.
It's very quiet on Blood Run right now, as both players creep around trying to see what their options are. Cypher, of course, listening to every single sound. He cannot take a fight. There's Red. It's up for free. Cypher grabs it. He could rocket jump away. He does it.
He takes no damage whatsoever because he missed the first rocket.
Brilliant play from Cypher there. Gets himself a bit more armor. It's up to Evil to control Cypher's stack. But if Evil cannot do that job, if he can't fulfill that obligation that he has to control Cypher's stack, Cypher's going to get into a position where he's 100, 150, maybe, you know, a bit more. And then Evil has problems because Cypher has options. And there Evil drops down to try and get the rail onto Cypher. He misses. Cypher's still preserving his stack very well. And there's the red. He's got to back away. He can't take damage. He's got to be very careful. And look at that. Giving damage, backing away. Giving damage, backing away. Maybe stayed in a little bit too long at the end there. But nevertheless, he's keeping Evil's stack controlled as well. It's very, very difficult to do when out of control. Oh, great opening rocket from Cypher as Evil comes bounding around the corner. But unfortunately, he does not have enough stack after the previous engagement.
Now he's going to fight over this RA here. Mega health, rather.
And that is very, very bad because, I mean, if there was a bit more time till Mega, if he had enough time to get back there to challenge for a second time, it could have worked. But Cypher's actually, that was like 2 frags he just gave away there. He's got to go back to the drawing board and start from scratch. He's approaching the time of the map where he's like, okay, do I commit to playing just all balls out aggressively now? Try to trade a load of frags to reverse control and speed up the game, the tempo, and get loads of frags back to back? Or does he play it slow now and go, okay, I'm 6 frags behind, I'm going to play it slow? That's very difficult. He just has 6 minutes though, so let's see how Cypher will play it. Goes aggressively into Evil.
I mean, Cypher really hasn't been worried about taking like unfavorable battles. So many times he's tried to be the one with the head height disadvantage and still shoot up, etc. So he's still feeling like he can win these fights, even though he hasn't actually been that close.
Yep. And here we go, Cypher now with again another red armor steal from him. So that's really, really good stuff there to do that. whenever you can steal a major item when you're out of control, it's looking good. But look at Cypher's stack. He's got 125 armor, and against Evil's 170 and 100. So Cypher now actually up to 140 armor after some more shard pickups. Cypher's dangerous. Does Evil realize? I don't know. He does just yet. So Cypher, he needs it. If he gets a good ambush, this could be game-changing. There he hits the rail in long range. He goes in for the LG engagement. Oh, but he's not connecting too well. He knows it. He has to back away. Evil, of course, super reliable with his tracking of his lightning gun. Picks away the Mega. He left the red up on the spot, and he's looking strong to take that.
Boosted him over the armor, actually.
Wonderful play there from Cypher. Hit the halfway point now. The 6 frag deficit is looking like a chasm. An absolute abyss that Cypher has to somehow build a bridge across with like nothing. But here he goes, he's got 100 armor, he's hiding around the pillar. Right now, Evil's approaching for the shotgun red armor area. Cypher's around the shards. He's going to spot Evil, there he is. Gets some good shaft on Evil, but he's going to back away. He can't be too hasty here as Evil picks up the Mega. Cypher's going to jump in, great from Cypher, great read, but just unfortunate enough that it's just a little bit too early to catch Evil in the back. But those are the potential plays that can make a game just turn on its head. As Cypher creeps around again. Can he find something? It's going to be Evil that finds a rail, and Evil's like, see you later, just rails once, and then he's not even give Cypher the opportunity to damage him back. The 4 minutes left now, and Cypher is looking desperately for options. But where are his options?
Yeah, it's hard to see what he thinks he's going to create here. Because, I mean, at the moment, he hasn't really, like, how many fights have we seen where he's been below here, and that's where he's decided to take the fight initially?
Yep.
And actually, Evil's rail's been pretty decent from up there. He's usually hit first.
Cypher did at least win a Mega, but he didn't really do anything with it. There was nothing much for him to do with it, which is the problem. And here we go, Cypher again defending this red armor. He's got the rocket out. There's a rocket jump. Cypher picked up. Okay, so Cypher, if he can get this next Mega health, this is really his hugest opportunity here. If he was going to challenge for it, Evil might even commit here. And Cypher, oh, he's getting out aimed, and Evil's going to win that one. And I hesitate to say that that's actually the game right there. 7 frags is so huge against a player of the caliber of Evil.
Yeah, I think Cypher turned up just a little bit too early, because if you turn up a little afterwards and then the actual item's on its spot, then it changes how you move and you dodge, because you want to cut them off from sneaking in and getting it as well, whereas he was just like about 5 seconds too early there. So you could be killed and then just pick up the Mega health when it spawns.
It's very unfortunate, that is for certain. And
yeah, this looks like it's going to be 1-1 here.
It does look that way. Evil's pushing around. I mean, Evil really is super comfortable. There's not much else to say other than that. He's got a huge level of comfort here. He takes the red armor. Dances around his opponent, Cypher. Just showing Cypher how powerless he is at the moment. Cypher, wasn't even able to get a frag on the board. Evil is doing a fantastic job this blood run, and he's going to be able to tie this.
I'm surprised they don't just sort of GG now, because it would take something bottling on a miracle to come back, I think.
Yep, that's very true. And but it's good though, because
Cypher even cheers for himself.
We're going to go to a Lost World next, I do believe. And that's going to be really, I think, a very nice map to see between these two. Because they're both, of course, like fighting powerhouses, but the map is so amazingly tactical with the ways that you can take fights and like engineer fights and so on. And it can just be so interesting when you put 2 players on it like these two. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. And here we go. We're coming up to the closing minute of this one. It's a 9-0 scoreline, and Cypher, there you go. He does indeed forfeit. He knows that it's not doable, and 1-1 in this grand final.
And we saw actually in that game, Cypher's skills, his actual ability to win any fights, were really, really off. It seemed like he picked bad positions, but on top of it, he also wasn't doing his usual really heavy output of damage in them. So it felt like he only had maybe 1 or 2 chances in the whole game to even get into control, didn't it? There was a lot of scenarios where Evil was just always in the better position.
Yep.
And Evil kind of even dictated where a lot of the fights took place, whereas usually you expect that the guy out of control can at least choose okay, I'm going to decide this is where we have the fight. But instead there'd be a lot of fights that weren't even over an item, they were just out in the middle or out over towards before Megas even spawned.
Yeah, it definitely did look like everything Cypher was trying to do was just met with just I don't know. And it didn't. It's hard to see the plan.
Yeah,
It's hard to see the plan.
Because on some of the scenarios, he would even occasionally he would have like a nice little spree. He'd hit a lot of LGO, he'd hit the first 2 rockets, but then since nothing came of it, you thought like, what was the plan there? To hit 5 rockets in a row, you know, get none in return. Like sometimes it was like a scenario where like the plan it didn't really make sense at its core, you know.
And there are so many situations where you see like in those in maps like that and like Furious Heights and stuff where control can just switch when there's no frag, and that's usually that's often like a good result. And that's often what players will try to play for. Let's switch control around without making a frag. And you can do that by having a load of different engineering,
I mean, Cypher never attempted that, though. I mean, he was always trying to win a fight to get back into control.
Exactly,
you know?
yeah. And commits. But here we go. It's the 3rd map. It's 1-1 apiece here in this grand final for the 3rd Sunday Cup of the spring season, brought to you by FACEIT here in Quake Live. We're off on Cypher as he picks up that red armor and the handy grenades. And here we go. Let's see exactly what is going to transpire in the opening moments here. As Cypher needs weapons. He has no rocket, he's got no lightning gun, he needs both. He's got the plasma there, and look at the rockets coming out from Evil. Going to force Cypher back immediately. Cypher still trying to push through, takes a direct rocket. He is not happy about that, and he is a player that
he's a bit raged right now.
He's definitely a player that has, I don't want to say emotional problems, but like his mental game can sometimes be his biggest downfall. If the guy is raging, if things are getting out of control from his mental state, then
I mean, he's a guy where there's not many people can beat Cypher, but Cypher's one of the people who can.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of his wins, unfortunately, that he gives up is because he kind of falls apart, or he just gets a little bit too frustrated.
Yeah, and here we go. I mean, he gave away a free frag to Evil in a grand final because he let his frustration get to him. That doesn't bode well, but let's see how things progress here on Lost World.
He does catch him trying to set a trap there. There should be a kill for Evil here. Yep,
just about. And Evil, I say just about. Evil's left with 100 health and 42 armor after but there'll be the mega pickup now, and the red's coming up too, so Cypher's got an opportunity to deal some damage as Evil moves from one position to the next, but actually Cypher doesn't really have the weaponry to do so. He's got the plasma gun to work with, he picks up the lightning gun too, and there's Evil going to take the fight, pushing he's cutting Cypher's position away. He can't progress any further because Evil's standing there with a lightning gun. If he does, he would die for certain, so Evil forces him back. Great rocket. That is only going to serve to raid Cypher more. If Cypher was already hitting some level of tilt, he's not going to be feeling good after that. But here comes the shotgun. He's got Evil really low with it too. He got him screaming, in fact, and Cypher knows it. Oh, but he can't quite finish him off, and he left the mega up on the spot. That's just unbelievable.
He doesn't have that much health, but now he's going to get his RA.
Inconceivable situation there for Cypher. I hope he doesn't know. Ignorance is bliss.
Just pop down. Now he's going to take a whole bunch of damage off those 3 rockets.
He's got to regain his composure here. He really has to. He's to calm himself down and just like, as you were saying before, like stop thinking about what's going to happen, what's happened, and just think about like what is the situation now and play it out.
Especially since so little time's off the clock. That's the key thing. 4-0 at 2 minutes. It's really annoying because you've given up so many kills, but there's so much time on the clock. Yeah, actually, that's a good thing to have it at this point rather than like 6 minutes into the game. You know.
Yeah. Like he can say now, okay, I have 100 health, 75 armor. I know this about my opponent. I know this about the map and the items, the item times and so on. I know what weapons I have and so on and so forth. I know what weapons my opponent has. But look, Evil taking the fight here, and
Cypher really not hitting much.
And all those variables that help you make decisions I was just talking about mean nothing during the fight. When Evil comes at you with a lightning gun, it's so scary. And Evil survives with 6 points of health, so Cypher did really a really good job there. If he can keep this stuff going, it will go his way sooner or later. But does he have enough time? Does he have enough time to wait? That's the question. And Evil's not going to push the matter onto Cypher. So right now, what do you expect from Cypher?
I mean, it's kind of strange at the moment because on one hand it looks like he's trying to play defensively, but then he chooses some weird scenarios where he kind of tries to like double back and then aggressively go in, like that scenario there where he came in for the mega health. It just like kind of allowed Evil to second guess where he would be.
Yeah.
And so far in this series, what we've seen is that obviously on Aero Walk, I mean, LG's not an issue there, but in the other maps, Cypher's taken a lot of lightning gun battles where it was a little bit questionable, and he's been out-aimed on them.
That is for certain. He does, his LG aim has definitely looked shaky, I really agree there. It feels like he's gone into a lot of fights, and then it's like, because you consider in your mind, it's like, okay, I know I'll hit this percentage. And then it's like, all of a sudden in the fight, he's like not hitting that percentage, he's hitting less, and that changes everything. The variables will change. It's like, if you knew that before, you wouldn't take the fight. So it's like, it really messes with you. So I've definitely noticed that as well. And we're coming to the 5-minute mark now, and it's a 5-5 deficit. Cypher has slowed it down. He's got some armor. He's about to pick up this red, but here comes Evil, dropping down onto Cypher.
He shot too early though, so now he's actually a really good chance that Cypher can push through for this mega if he wants to.
Is Cypher going to read the situation?
He knows it's up though.
Is he going to read the situation? He hears Evil screaming. Oh, but the rockets from Evil are so good, and Evil is left with 3 points of health. Oh, I would hope that Cypher does not realize that. Ignorance is bliss. Oh, Evil.
Look at that steal.
It's like a little ninja just stealing the mega there from out from under Cypher's feet.
Now R-Ray's up as well, just been taken by Cypher. And Evil obviously didn't hear because he dropped down just as he was going to teleport.
So Cypher's actually definitely got chances still in this game. 6 frags is a big ask against the likes of Evil, but it's definitely still a possibility with all this time left. But let's see how he can engineer it, because he knows how many frags he has to get back. It changes everything. Good direct rocket, but at what cost? The cost of his life. But he will respawn, and the mega's going to be up there. So that's actually quite a great fight for him to take, because everything was spawning.
Oh, and he hits everything with a shotgun there.
So that's another one of those things you're talking about. If everything's spawning, it's a good time to die.
That was not a good trade.
No. It felt like everything he'd worked towards.
Looks like Cypher's tilted now. Like, I think he's ready for the next map.
Can you read Russian?
Oh, wait, well, I think that's all it means.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely is. Poor Cypher. He took a lot of heat in the beginning of the game. Unlucky situations, and yeah, it does seem like maybe he's not hitting as much as he's used to hitting. So that's going to be a problem. It's going to play into his game. I mean,
well, on the upside, both of our predictions are definitely wrong now.
Yeah. And you know, it's really difficult as a player, like, to adapt when you've been playing a game and you like your decision making is like so well set out, to like adapt on the fly to hitting less.
What would be interesting now is if Cypher gets a bad spawn on this map. He'll just be like,
just
okay.
Quit. Yeah, it's a possibility. I think it's stuff like that's happened before, so it's possible. But they're getting ready, and it's of course Evil with the loss on Airwalk, the victory on.
I mean, basically, Evil's sort of doing to Cypher what Cypher does to other people. Like in the fights, he's just getting that little bit extra that he needs, and it's making Cypher feel like, oh, I'm always picking the wrong time, whereas actually sometimes Evil's getting away with like 6 health.
Yeah. And with Evil on our POV right now, we can see that he's got the Mega, he's got the LG. I always love this one. This is my favorite to have when I'm playing. And Evil, of course, is also the LG Master. Cypher pushing in. He's going to try and catch Evil off guard. It's not going to be the case, though, as Evil manages now to actually escape as Cypher almost catching Evil with a rocket in the back. That could have been really fantastic.
Dodging that was.
Look at it. He's still dodging. Manages to get caught by one rail from Cypher, though. And Cypher manages to maintain positioning on Mega. And Evil has to run away like a scared little animal. Evil cannot take any fights. He can only retreat onto a yellow armor. Because right now Cypher's looking good. It gets a long range rail, perfect play, and right now he's setting himself up for like what he wants to do now is get like a really good item cycle. When that's really comfortable, he's keeping Evil low.
There's kind of a questionable push in there by Evil, because I mean Cypher should be fine to go for this. Except that he's right in his face. Nice rockets there though.
Man, it's so dangerous. But if you miss a rocket when Evil's near you, it's so dangerous. You cannot afford to do it. The guy hits everything with lightning gun, and look at that! It all turns around in the space of a second. And man, it's annoying because like if you look at the way Cypher was playing, you can see that he was playing super safe. Like what he wanted to do was like not go for frags.
And he's doing it again. Out aiming him is still with a lightning gun massively. At the moment, lightning gun has been the absolute decider in the 2 fights, because every time Evil wins, it seems.
Yep, and he's definitely very well known for that. But Cypher's going to have to find another option now. He tried to play a slow a game that was going to be really safe, but Evil's aim is just, there's no margin for error. But finally Cypher with the mega victory, will he be able to win a lightning gun fight? Hopefully that'll put some wind in his sails now as he picks up this yellow armor and he tries to make sure that he can get this red as well. He's lacking a rocket, he's lacking in a railgun, but the lightning gun is the most versatile weapon.
And he's going to go straight up for this. He's going to just try and shaft him as he comes down for this red, it looks like.
Yeah, he's got to go for it. He's
willing to. He has dodged brilliantly so far.
Nice.
Really nice.
Oh, and he even gets the kill, and the railgun drops, which is actually quite a huge implication.
Oh, and just when the mega's about to come.
And
that was almost cooler-esque dodging there, where you dodge as you're dodging the rockets from above like that, which is so hard to do.
And he's got everything lining up for him now. The stars are aligning because he gets the item cycle perfect. The railgun drops for him, which means he doesn't have to go out of position to pick it up, and which is always something that's annoying to do. You waste time doing it, and again you get out of position. And he's got all the items now, so everything's coming back to Cypher's way. He's got 3 frags to lead. Evil's trying to catch him here with more lightning gun.
This has gone much far in Cypher's favor right now.
I'm surprised Evil went for that, because I don't see how he can make more damage there than Cypher, and he's got less armor to work with, so he's always going to come away worse from that, and he can't.
And the actual time on the items is so nice for Cypher at the moment.
And there's the pickup of the red for Cypher. So if this goes the way it should go, we should see another map.
I mean, he has all the weapons at the moment. Just he's in a solid spot, but lots of time on the map still.
Yep, and he's creeping around, goes around the rail curve. Oh, great jump shot from Cypher with the railgun, as now Cypher drops down even further to try and make sure that the red armor is his. It's
now
his
he takes
property.
this mega too. No, Evil steals, but just to deny, basically.
And that was some very nice rockets from Cypher, just very handily dealing with Evil, just 2 quick directs. And Cypher now is looking very good.
And now we've actually seen in this game, it's been Evil who's been doing like tilt rushes where they didn't really have any possible good outcome that could happen. They're just trying to sort of like frustration kill the opponent. It's not really going to happen.
Well, sometimes I'm not sure with Evil, because like I feel like he's the one player that sometimes does it just because that's like what he just does. But his aim is so good that sometimes it actually like works, and like almost no one else can do it, because his plus forward like aiming is like maybe some of the best bar none. So sometimes it does actually work for him and him only. But
Cypher's just running through him at the moment though.
But that is definitely a problem. So Evil has to try and either think of another way to approach this.
Oh, look at that.
It's like making music with the lightning gun. Cypher now is in a super good position. It's coming up to the halfway point. Evil's yet to show himself as a dominant force on this campgrounds match. And there he goes, dropping in for the mega. Great timing from. If he had a lightning gun there or something, he actually probably could have won the fight. But in fact, all he had was rockets, and that's going to be a huge ask to hit those. Ah, great around the corner. Railgun out in the hand. Just hits the shot very smoothly from Cypher there, as he applies all this pressure onto Evil. Evil's got 75 armor, so he actually has enough to go for this, but look at that. Cypher's just standing there, and Evil comes at him, jumping straight into it.
All I've noticed is quite different about the lightning battles that Cypher's winning in this map is that he's choosing the distance to be a little bit further back, actually, whereas Evil was winning all of the close range battles on the other maps with the LG.
Yeah.
Whereas the ones that are further back, Cypher's actually been getting the better of. I mean, with 1 health.
1 health. He's missing a lot. Like, he hit a lot at the start of the fight, but then he missed everything. Cypher must be really feeling some frustration with his aim lately. I don't know what is happening here, but at least he's 10 frags ahead. It's going to be extremely difficult for Evil to bring this back. If he does, it's going to be like some kind of Lex Chaotix moment. And I would love to see that, though. Because like that moment still hasn't necessarily been topped on Campgrounds. So it's like it's still the comeback of Campgrounds. I mean,
at the same tournament, actually, there was also a comeback where Fatality against AIM, which was also a really, really good comeback on the same map as well. Because the problem is that's one of those comebacks where when the guy's got enough and there's not that much time left, you sort of have to play brilliantly, but then get like fortuitous circumstances too. Like he spawns in the wrong spot, he decides to double back when you're waiting for him. That's what makes it fun, because it's not just the guy owning him. It's like everything aligns for it to happen, you know.
So this perfect like series of moments that just like the Lex Chaotix one, like, was something movies made about it. It's just like this perfect.
Plus, it spawned one of those all-time great Cooler quotes, which is when he was playing versus, and he was like, "I'm not your Chaotix or DM6."
Yeah,
he like misspelled Chaotix. I think so.
Yeah,
I'm not sure actually. Who was it?
Maybe Zamus?
Yeah, I think that could be it, yeah.
How's that? It's a shame that Zamus is not around anymore.
And I think the 5th map is T7.
Yep. Yep, you're correct, I believe. So we're seeing, I mean, 3 minutes left in this. Evil, let's have a look at his position right now. Let's see if we should be counting him out just yet. So Evil right now with the lightning gun. He's got the position on Mega. He's going to pick this one up. Red's spawning as well. Evil, if he can make like a frag right now, he has some time. He's going to rocket jump up, and Cypher knows. Cypher's in time killing mode. He's got the weapons as well. He's got all the weapons to just deal with all the ranges in different kind of situations, whether it's defensive use of rockets, whether it's long range, the catching Evil long range with the rel. Cypher knows it, but Evil also knows that he's really under a lot of pressure to make the frag happen. So he's really trying to push for it, but right now he just cannot make it happen. So he's going to have to fall back onto the items once again and make round number 2. Oh, we catch a Cypher though. Cypher was trying to push that upper spot because he knew that Evil would be waiting for the Mega, but actually Evil, of course,
yeah, I think he was
with
thinking he was going to drop rockets down onto him, but
exactly.
Almost a second sense to just double check over that area before he went down.
And now it's 6 frags between it, 3 frags a minute. It's not too much to ask for. And there, oh man, the defensive plasma work is really damaging. Can Evil recover though? He's really low. Can he recover? No horrible spawn for Evil. So Evil picks up another frag, and there we go. Cypher's gonna be defending. He has to hit. He hits the one rail. Cypher is LGable now, or even pulls out the shotgun. He wants the sure thing here.
Rush me out.
And there he goes. He picks up the 27 health left for Cypher. Evil, what's he gonna do? What decision is he gonna make? Is it gonna be the right read?
He has to go all out there, basically.
Cypher's around the pillars. Oh, they're just dancing around the pillars. There he finds him with the shotgun. The weapon.
Go quick.
Of TDM. There's 4 frags now in 80 seconds.
There we go. Cypher takes R8. Now he's just gonna run. He makes the right choice to go left instead of over to the shards. Like, he's running away quite well here.
And can he do it? He's got to go up the jump pad. It goes up, there's nothing there. Cypher's at lightning gun. Evil heard the sound cue, I think. It's so hard. How does he catch Cypher? He's got to have a little bit of luck.
He hasn't even seen Cypher for about 30 seconds now. He finally does, but now he has to go get him. Yeah. I mean, he has to basically start rocket jumping now into someone who's got presumably an LG.
He misses the rail. And Cypher's not even low. He's got like actually 100 armor.
And now he just hides around here and waits the time out, basically.
And all the rocket jumps that Evil has to make, just slowly just destroy his stack. And Cypher picks up more shards. Cypher really doing a great job surviving here. Evil, you can just see like the pain in how difficult it can be to catch someone. Oh, just missing the peak there. Peak rail. And Cypher's going to be able to just survive another day again and again.
He even gets to drop down, stay alive. He thought that was a kill for sure.
And 50 seconds left.
This is map to Cypher here.
Good game. That's going to be 2-2 then. A nice little rail right at the end there. But that's going to be a 5th and final deciding map. It's been a while since we actually managed to pull it all the way through to the end of a best of 5 here.
And you saw Cypher's lightning gun was like noticeably better then. I thought it was more like a range issue. Like Evil was still hitting, but now Cypher was sort of picking the right battles with the lightning gun, and then he would have a few even where he could take it with and still have a decent stack afterwards.
Yep. So, what do you think about Furious Heights between these guys? Do you have anything?
I mean, the thing is, I think we saw Cypher earlier on Furious Heights.
Yeah, we did.
But that was like a little bit shaky, I thought, and that was really like the first game we've seen of him though. So both players seem warmed up now. That's the good thing.
It felt like maybe a respect thing with Cypher. It felt like he was just like, you know, I'm awesome. Okay, I can stop trying now. It's like, you know, I don't really respect my opponent. It's like that's kind of what it came across to me, but we'll see.
The only thing I worry about for Evil on this map is that he's shown a tendency to want to go aggressively all the time, even when he's out of control.
Yep.
But I think this is one of the maps where that's not the right approach. Like this is one of those maps where you have to engineer a scenario to get back into control, you know, or try and steal items while you're out of control, you know, not just battle for them every time.
And here we go. It's the grand final. It's the 5th map. It's match point for both players. This is everything. It's all on Furious Heights.
Air rocket there by Cypher.
Oh, Cypher! He pushes himself up with the rocket. It's almost a fatal mistake in the face of the lightning gun of Evil. None other than the great Russian player, as Cypher finally falls electrocuted there in the water of Furious Heights over the red armor. As Evil picks that up. takes it away, and he knows it's no time to go for a yellow. He wants positioning on that mega health, and can he find it now? There it is, his opponent once again, the LG coming out for Evil. He's so good with all the LG angles is Evil. It's just crazy how much he hits, and Cypher managing to try and dart away, but he pushes himself into a poor spot once again, pulls out the machine gun. Evil's like, okay, whatever man, you can just chill there, and I'll fall back onto the red armor. And Cypher can actually get a yellow for himself. This yellow has not been taken yet, I think. Yeah, I don't think this yellow has actually been taken yet in this game on the rail side. And Cypher's just going to pick it up there and get himself a rail. Evil's creeping around the mega. He knows it soon, but so is red.
And here we go, he knows it's behind him.
Yeah, he gets the sound cue of the plasma pickup. Cypher pushing his way around.
Cypher's above. So that means Cypher should be able to get onto this mega.
He's going to go for it. Oh, he falls! Oh, this is absolutely horrendous for Cypher.
Especially as now he's going to go through and get mega as well.
This could not have been a worse situation for Cypher, and he knows that he's already like
and then he just point blank runs into a rocket.
He's just typing now. It's just Cypher, you got to pull yourself together, man. Get your composure sorted. It's the start of the game. There's still so much to play for. It's the grand finals. It's the last map. Pull it together. Evil, here he is with like a 120 and 200 stack. The guy is stacked, like armored like a tank, as he now moves towards the mega to defend it and trying to keep himself open on those angles. Cypher is below. Cypher is not able to really do anything though. He's got a railgun, which is probably the optimal weapon there in the spot that he wanted to use it in. Red spawning. Cypher can't do anything. Good rocket from Cypher, but he takes a rail in the process, so the trade of damage is not in favor of him. And there he just tries to make sure that he's able to survive, and so far he's doing it, but for how long can he survive? It's a 3 frag difference, so he's still more than alive in this game, in this grand final.
The question is, what actual items does Cypher have the timing on? You can see he's given up red armor there. It looks like Evil's going to get back to the mega in time, so he's not going for mega.
Yeah, Cypher's playing really passively. I feel like if Cypher's just committing to like the defensive play, to a low-scoring game, that's what he's doing. He's committing to that. And because of that, it's because of, well, one of the reasons is because Evil's so stacked. So the threshold there is
it's also on a map like this not a bad idea, actually. Because especially as it can be kind of deceptive for the guy in control. He feels like, oh, I'm winning the game because I've been in control for 6 minutes now. But if it's only like 1 or 2 frags difference, it doesn't necessarily matter, you know.
And it's 3.5 minutes now. The time is feeling so... It's applying so much pressure onto the shoulders of Cypher, being the player behind at the moment.
Now we're at least going to get an engagement full on.
Oh, the rockets from Cypher.
I can't believe Cypher's not dead yet.
He's got 1 point of health left, and out of nowhere, he just makes the most amazing rockets to try and win the situation. And actually, he won't do that, but I mean, what he does instead is gives himself a follow-up because of the damage output is so significant. So what can he do? He has to realize surely Cypher knows better than anyone how this situation works, being such an amazing damage dealer out of control. So he does manage to steal away the red, so it indicates exactly that. And now Cypher is in with so many options. He traded 1 kill, and now he's got a great shot at control. He's just got to get down to Evil and just crush him. So where is Evil? He's at the red armor area. Cypher up at the LG, pushing himself down onto the red. Red is spawning next. He's running around onto Evil. He can drop now. That's the cue to drop. But now Evil traded the damage, and then Cypher landed 1 more. So if Cypher can get another rail and retreat, he's done amazingly. But instead, he will himself take an unreturned rail, and then we'll have to retreat. So this is really bad now, because look at this. He's wasted too much time. Evil's there ready to just challenge him. But look at that.
He manages to get mega and hit the shot.
Yeah, that was incredibly clutch. If he had not hit that shot, he'd be dead. If he dies there,
Evil might have actually been better off there. Rather than playing for the kill, just play to make sure if he lands on the mega, he hits him as he gets the mega.
And Evil manages to steal away the red. I thought for sure Cypher would have it. And Cypher even dealt so much damage with the lightning gun, but still not enough. And Cypher is starting to run out of options here. 5 minutes into the game. This is the grand final. This is his last chance to win this grand final against Evil on Furious Heights. He's only 4 frags behind. Oh, it's about to be 5, not quite. The plasma just
give up the mega to go on to RA.
Oh, and he actually gets... Oh my god, he misses the jump.
And it's not even though he was being shot, that was like an uncontested, just an unforced error, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah, it definitely. Evil just batting away Cypher once again. The red armor is coming up soon. What does Cypher do? I'm just following him on my screen all the time, just like looking like, what is he trying to do? What can he do? Cypher right now is looking really bad. It's looking really grim for him as Evil just continues to extend his lead, extend his control, extend his dominance of the game, and just even his status as a player at this point. And Cypher is someone that seems to be just kind of being crippled under the pressure. And there the lightning gun comes out from Evil. And what can Cypher do to return it? Absolutely nothing. Cypher even laughing there because he's just like, you know, like, I didn't do any damage. Like, you just walked all over me, like, you know, this is ridiculous, and so on and so forth. So Evil is again in the better position, not only mentally, not only with stack, but just in the frag count as well. So Evil's got everything going for him. And it's looking like he's...
They're so half-hearted, Cypher's attempts to get fights in as well, because he engages initially, then he immediately realizes, like, I have to start moving away now, because I can't win this fight.
And it definitely is not working out for him. I mean, it could be some of that tilt coming in. Who knows? Who knows? But all we do know is that Evil gets another frag, and that Evil is reasserting himself steadily as one of the titans of the FACEIT Sunday Cups. Of course, for the winter season finale, we actually had him going out pretty early, and that was really shocking because he was someone that basically had shown incredible dominance throughout the entire season. If he played, he won a cup, and that was it. He had by far the most Sunday Cup victories. The guy showed he can win tournaments. The guy showed that on LAN, he showed it online, he showed it in so many ways.
I think Cypher's just like full-on tilt now, so he knows he's lost, yeah, and he just forfeits immediately. So not really the best way to end the last map, but Evil was just much better on the maps he won.
Yep, and we did have some great games today for sure. Is there a highlight, any game that sticks out in your mind particularly, do you think, today that you saw?
I actually think the game on Toxicity that we saw, was it Luke and Fears? I think that was like a good game from what I remember. It's like quite back and forth, a lot of fighting. Just like quite an evenly matched game, and I like ones where you don't necessarily know what's coming next.
Yes, yeah. That's a very fair one. I'm not sure what mine would be actually. I feel like I'm not sure. I couldn't call it. Nothing springs to mind immediately for me. So I'm just going to move past this. But congratulations to Evil for winning the 3rd Sunday Cup. Unfortunately, Kula wasn't here to you know, have Evil kind of challenge his throne, because technically Kula has the kind of Sunday Cup throne at the moment, because he's got two in a row under his belt for the spring season. So Evil's kind of like the guy coming up now to challenge him, but he's not here. Maybe he'll be here. They'll both be here next week. You guys need to tune in to find out. If you've been enjoying the action here, make sure you don't miss it by pressing the follow button on our Twitch page here, and also you should check us out on Facebook, FACEIT Community, as well as our video content. If you love that top 5, if you want to see the Hirosh top 5 once again, you can check it out on FACEIT.com for YouTube, and also just to tweet about us, we're FACEIT. So there you go, and that's all the plugs there. And I've got to say, Foreign, do you have any closing words or anything you want to say? Or anything at all?
Anything at all?
Speak freely, sir.
Just world peace. Let's sort out this situation in the Middle East. Play some more Quake.
Play more Quake. Yeah, definitely. So, thanks guys very much for watching. And once again, congratulations to Evil. We'll be here with more Quake Live action next Sunday. Make sure you go on FACEIT.com to get yourself involved, to sign up, to register and so on. And also get on QuakeLive.com, because it's a free-to-play game. If you love this game, if you like watching it, you can play it for free, QuakeLive.com. So we'll see you next week for more awesome action. That's enough from me and Foreign here. Thanks for watching.
See ya.